Those who claim to love Jesus but do not keep his word do not go to heaven. Those who claim to love Jesus but do not keep his word do not go to heaven. I love Jesus because I say I love him. That is not proof. I love Jesus because I feel love for him. That is not proof. The proof that a person loves Jesus is their keeping of his word. That is the proof. It is what they do. John 14:23 says, Jesus answered and said to him, let me repeat that. John 14:23 says, Jesus answered and said to him, if anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him. So, if you love Jesus, you will keep his word. Those who do not love Jesus are those who do not keep his word. Loving Jesus Christ is proved by action. John chapter 21, verse 15 to 17 says, so when they had eaten breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me more than these? He said to him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. He said to him, feed my lambs. He said to him again a second time, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me? He said to him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. He said to him, tend my sheep. He said to him the third time, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me? Peter was grieved because he said to him the third time, do you love me? And he said to him, Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you. Jesus said to him, feed my sheep. Wow. Jesus asked Peter 3 times about whether Peter loved him. And Peter responded with words. But what did Jesus require? He required action. He required Peter to feed and tend the sheep. Action. Jesus expected Peter to do something for him as evidence of the love Peter said he had for the Lord. So, church, words and feelings are not enough. The true evidence of love for Jesus is by what you do for him. And if you do not keep his word, you do not truly love him. And where do those who do not keep the word of Jesus go? Where do they go? Galatians says that those who practice the following will not inherit the kingdom of God. These are people who do not keep the word of Jesus. Galatians chapter 5 verse 19 to 21 says, now the works of the flesh are evident, which are adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lewdness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, contentions, jealousies, outbursts of wrath, selfish ambitions, dissensions, heresies, envy, murders, drunkenness, revelries, and the like, of which I tell you beforehand, just as I also told you in time past, that those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. These are those who do not keep the word of Jesus, so they do not inherit the kingdom. They do not love Jesus. They do not keep his word. They do not go to heaven. Only those who love Jesus go to heaven. All those claiming faith who do not love Jesus by keeping his word do not go to heaven, no matter how much faith they claim to have. To love Jesus is to keep his word. Those who do not keep his word do not love him, no matter how close to God they claim to be. So, do you really love him? Do you really love Jesus? If so, just like with Peter, Jesus will expect you to do something. He will expect action, not simply your talk, not simply words. So love Jesus, keep his word. Those who claim to love Jesus, but do not keep his word, do not go to heaven. So love him. All less than this is proof you do not love him, no matter how much you say you do. See that you love Jesus, keep his word.